So number 8 in the series of exercises is the plank. And it's one that a lot of people don't get right. So we're going to be really careful with this one. So for this, you've got to be on the floor again, okay? So start off position is lying on your front, on the floor. I then say make a triangle with your hands, just so that the elbows are nicely underneath your shoulders. This exercise is great. It works the glute muscles, the hamstrings, also works the lower back, works the abdominis muscles as well. So it's a really good exercise for core stability, those muscles that also lie very close to the spine. You're aiming for a minute hold, but this is a hard exercise to do. So we ask you to hold it as long as you can initially and build up to a minute. So, okay, all I want you to do is lift up for me. Now that is perfect, a nice plank shape. What we don't want, come up high. This is cheating. You've got to get yourself down as that flat position. This is the position you want, and this is the position you're holding for up to a minute, which Kay's doing very, very well at. Perfect, and relax. That's perfect, and then ease yourself up to sitting for me. Perfect, and that is the plank. So this is number 9 of our series of exercises. It's called the side plank. Now it's a really important exercise this because it works the oblique muscles. The obliques are a muscle that you don't use in day-to-day activities very much. So it's really important to actually train this muscle group. Great for core stability, great for lower back, really, really important. So for this exercise, there are 2 versions. There's one slightly easier version and one slightly harder version. We'll start with the easier version first, which is this one. So let's get you down on the floor. So the start off position is elbow underneath the shoulder, arm on the leg. And then all we're going to do in a second is ask Kay to lift. Ideally, you're wanting to lift for a minute is what you're aiming for. But just like some of the other exercises, do it as long as you can and build to a minute. Then all I want you to do is lift your bottom off the floor. Again, you're aiming for a minute hold on this, but when you first start to do it, just hold as long as you can. Once you've done a minute, you can then relax. So that's the easier version of the exercise. The slightly harder version is you extend the legs. So keep these straight, that's it. And then again, you repeat the same process. You lift up from that position. It's harder, it's more unstable, it works the muscles really hard. Don't worry if you wobble, this is really normal in the early stages. Do the best you can with it. You're going to hold it for a minute and back down. Perfect. And that is the side plank.